Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Shedding Light. My name is Jay Abiona, and I am the founder and CEO of Credible Security Solutions Incorporated. We protect our clients and we keep them safe by conducting security consultations, private investigation, and personal protection to include bodyguards and uniformed armed and unarmed security officers. What I wanted to talk to you about today was an incident that took place in Houston, Texas. It was a security officer that worked for another company who basically shot an innocent little girl by accident. I don't know all the details of what happened in this scenario, but I do know as of right now that this security guard was working for T-Mobile, and he was basically there as a deterrent. I'm sure he was there because of robberies they may have had, and that was why T-Mobile must have had an armed officer at the front door to try to deter robberies from happening. So basically, two individuals came in and they stole some iPhones. So again, I don't really know what happened. I don't know if they brandished a weapon. I don't know if they assaulted someone during this shoplifting incident, which may have turned it into an aggravated robbery. But I do know that they ran out. So they did a grab and run. They ran out of the store with the merchandise. The security guard basically chased them into a parking lot and shot off about 10 rounds. I believe a couple of those rounds did hit one of the perpetrators, but unfortunately one of those rounds hit an innocent little girl named Claire Tidwell. She was 6 years old. She was in the vehicle with her parents, getting ready to get a Happy Meal online at McDonald's. The bullet basically grazed her. Now again, it wasn't a fatal injury. Luckily she survived, but it's still a horrific event for a little girl to get hit by a bullet being shot by a security guard. So what I want to talk to you about today, and this is for all of the security guards in the country, you need to understand the only reason why you should be using deadly force is if you feel like deadly force was being used against you or an innocent person next to you. The other reason would be if you feel as though there's the imminent commission of aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, aggravated assault, robbery, or an aggravated robbery, then deadly force can be used as well. But chasing someone out of a store who stole a couple of iPhones or whatever they stole, I'm not even sure, but it was in a store where they stole some merchandise, chasing them through a parking lot and firing off 10 rounds to apprehend the shoplifter is uncalled for. And that's why the security guard was actually charged. Now again, this security guard doesn't work for us. I don't know who he is. I'm not even sure what company he's with, but there's a 6-year-old girl, innocent little girl, who was injured because of this. So the security guard may have had some good intentions trying to get the merchandise back, but let's be realistic. Merchandise can be replaced. People can't be. So we've got to keep in mind that when a uniformed security officer is in place, he's basically there as a deterrent, and he's there to observe and report. Now, he basically has the same rights as a citizen. He can make a citizen's arrest. He just has more tools to do so, meaning he can be using verbal judo. He obviously has been trained as a security officer and he's licensed. He has handcuffs or other tools of the trade that he may use in order to make an apprehension. If you can't make the apprehension, at least try to recover the merchandise. But to chase someone off property, into a parking lot, into a street, firing rounds is not just unsafe for yourself and for that shoplifter, but obviously it's unsafe for other people in the area. So we've got to make sure that we're using our mind before we're using our weapons. That's the number one weapon that a security officer should be using, is their mind. They should be using their common sense. So we've got to keep in mind that a security officer in uniform is basically at a front door to act as a deterrent. Someone who's there for shoplifting, that would be a store detective, someone in plain clothes who's undercover, and you need to see the person enter the store or enter the department. You need to see them select the merchandise. You need to see them conceal the merchandise. You need to maintain constant and uninterrupted surveillance until they pass all points of payment. And then you 100% guaranteed have a shoplifter. Now, I'm sure this security guard saw most of these elements. He probably saw the perpetrator enter the store or enter the department. He probably saw him select the merchandise. He obviously saw them run out the store with the merchandise, so he maintained surveillance as they passed all points of payment. And he had a shoplifting case, but to chase the person, to shoot at the person, obviously was uncalled for, and obviously caused an injury to an innocent little girl. So I want to warn everyone who's a security guard or one of our professional, credible security officers, please make sure you're using verbal judo. Please make sure you're observing and reporting. What should have been done here, when that person was running out the door, called it into the police, tried to get a plate number, a description, let them know which way they were running, and the police would have responded to that and probably made the apprehension, and there's a big chance that Claire wouldn't have been shot. So I want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. You're a security officer and you want to make sure you're using your authority correctly. Don't abuse your authority. You want to make sure that you're treating people fairly. Make sure we're using verbal judo. Make sure we're trying to talk a problem down as opposed to escalating the problem by raising our voice or fighting with someone. Make sure we're not threatening anyone. Make sure we're protecting what I like to call property, people, and product. So that's what we're doing for our clients, right? We're basically protecting the people, we're protecting the property, and we're protecting the product. But we want to make sure we do that without any injury. So if someone is shoplifting and there's a big fight or something's going to happen where someone could be injured, let them go. There is no amount of merchandise worth battling with someone to get them down to the ground for $200, $300 worth of merchandise. Yes, we're there to deter the problem from happening, and yes, we're going to do all we can to stop it. But here's a scenario. Firing bullets obviously is not the way to stop a shoplifter, and look what happened. We have a 6-year-old girl who was injured. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the family. It's a terrible situation that happened. We want to make sure that if you're the owner of a security company, you're providing training for your guards. You're actually letting them know what they should be doing at a post, not just putting a warm body in place and not providing training. So you want to make sure that you're staying in touch with your security guards, you're training them, you're giving them the information. And that's the whole reason why the Texas Department of Public Safety Private Security Board has a 40-hour class that an armed security officer needs to go through after their 8-hour class of being an unarmed security officer. And then to be a bodyguard, they need to go through another 20 hours. And they should be renewing that license and going through the training again every 2 years. So we want to make sure that that's happening, but also you can do some training on your own. There's a ton of videos such as this. We have some other shedding light videos that can help you as well for training with your career, but there's a ton of information online that you can Google, different websites you can go to, different videos you can watch in order to make yourself a better security officer. So again, make sure you're doing the right thing out in the field. Make sure to always stay alert and be safe. And always keep in mind that if you have a security issue, we have a credible solution.